it's important for us to remember that when the Spirit speaks to us and inspires us and gives us direction, if we don't act upon it, it's very difficult for us to go back to the Lord again and say, I need help. I need further light. I need understanding. What do I need to do next? Often we need to complete the tasks. We need to fulfill the commands, just as we see here with Lehi, right? Mm-hmm. He was faithful. He fulfilled the commandments he had received, and then he was able to move forward, right? So when we get those promptings, write them down, but please act upon them, because a lot of times we're not going to get the next step. We're not going to receive the next inspiration or revelation until we have fulfilled what we have already received from the Lord. And so that acting is crucial before we move forward. Don't receive a prompting, say, that sounds pretty good, don't act on it. And then a few days later, you're back on your knees begging the Lord to help you or to give you guidance when you didn't fulfill the last thing he gave you. Mm-hmm. So we need to be aware and conscious of that as we're going about our day, of actually following through on what he gives us.
Okay, so Nephi, they got direction, he went, and he was successful in finding food. So, miracle. This is great. Everyone's happy. Ain't nothing bad gonna happen today.
Glad this tribulation's over. This time of testing is done.
And then what happens? Trials and tribulations. So, Ishmael dies. In verse 34, it came to pass that Ishmael died and was buried in the place which was called Nahom. And man, what a trial.
Yeah.
The daughters of Ishmael did mourn exceedingly.
Yeah.
And what happened? Murmuring.
Well, and it's clear too, from previous chapters that it was really Ishmael who was, and of course he was the patriarch of his family. It was really him who was the instigator and the one that was really pushing his family and moving his family forward to follow Lehi, to go down into the wilderness, to leave Jerusalem. And he was really that faith leader for them. And they were just kind of riding his coattails a little bit in this whole journey. And then we see here when he dies, that's a significant blow and a really difficult test, in particular for Ishmael family, for his daughters, in particular, because they seem to really be struggling now. And again, because they didn't have, likely, I'm assuming a little bit here, they likely did not have that really deep conversion to what they were doing. They didn't have that deep understanding and that witness of where they were headed.
Check it out, because what we see is they were just saved from hunger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, by the Lord.
It was a miracle. And then they have a new challenge. Ishmael dies, and then what do? They're not just murmuring about that. Mm-hmm. They immediately go back to say, after we've wandered in the wilderness and suffered affliction, hunger, thirst, they immediately start murmuring about all of the trials that they've been going through.
Yeah.
But completely ignoring the deliverance of each trial. Thank you for watching. If you found this content spiritually enlightening, please like, comment, and subscribe.
Like the gospel, these little things make all the difference, and it helps the algorithm push out better content for everyone to enjoy on YouTube.